Yo, what's up everyone? Kyrios here, and today we're gonna go over the World 6 deep dive guide, whatever you want to call it. Now, I've done World 6 with many different paths. We've done it with Hunt, we've done it with Preservation, we've done it with Abundance, we've done it with Demolition or a Demo, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to show you the two that I think you should do, and that's why we're just going to go ahead and crack into this video. If you guys can, hit that like and subscribe, and just to let you know, at the end of the video, I'm going to post in the chapters down below the Preservation takedown of the final boss and also the Abundance. So go ahead and check out whichever one matters. We did the Abundance with pure free to play, all 4 stars. All right, let's go ahead and kick it off. All right, so World 6, pain in the butt, especially if you're level 50. And when I did these fights, I was level 50. I just recently hit TL 40 to get 60. Makes these fights a ton easier. Trust me, you may just want to wait. But if you're looking for a challenge, this is definitely it, and this is definitely one for you. Now, we do have to take down 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉, and she is a giant pain, especially with the elemental weaknesses that we have right now. But if you do have 𝙀𝙓, you're off to the races, right? Bring 𝙀𝙓, you're probably going to dominate a lot. But I'm going to show you the path that we did, and I did 2 different styles. I did Abundance and I did Preservation. So let's talk about team comp real quick for both of those. Now, once again, if you have 𝙀𝙓, go ahead and use 𝙀𝙓. But since most people don't have it and most people are free to play, let's go ahead and build those comps. I'm going to go ahead and kick this off. So first comp that we're going to talk about, and we're going to talk about the team battling style here, is actually the Preservation comp. Now, what you're really going to want to do is, now I have 𝙀𝙗𝑎d, but I'm not going to put him in there right away. You're going to want to build your comp around Asta, Natasha, March 7th, assuming I can find her. Where's she at? March 7th, and then the Fire MC. Now, this is going to be a very good comp going into the final 𝙀𝙀𝙓𝙋 fight, where you're really just going to worry about trying to spam R as much as possible, and we'll talk about the buffs that you need to make that happen. But if you guys do have 𝙀𝙗𝑎d, sub out March 7th for 𝙀𝙗𝑎d. Now, here's the big tip. This is not the team comp I would do as you're progressing to 𝙀𝙀𝙓𝙋. I would honestly do something where you sub in Dan Heng, or you sub in Xusheng, and maybe you bring some other support, like you use Ting Yun here, right? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download the other characters on your way to 𝙀𝙀𝙓𝙋. Only use Asa pretty much at the end, and then download March 7th and use that at the end as well. So you want to make the team comp that gets you all the way to 𝙀𝙀𝙓𝙋, and then fix your team comp later as you try and go in there. And we'll talk about gear here in just a second. For the second team, for Abundance, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to want to build a team that essentially just gets you there. Now, this is the team I use. You can sub out Bronya for Ting Yun, but I actually don't use Bronya in the final fight. When you get to the final fight with Abundance, you're going to have a ton of healing. You can technically sub out Natasha, but I always leave Natasha there just in case. And the team comp that I'm going to do on the final fight is actually this right here. Pure, free to play, 4-star Abundance. It works perfectly amazing. Now, you can sub out Xusheng, obviously, for Dan Heng, and that would actually work out a lot better, probably in your favor. And you could also actually sub out for Serval as well. And that would work out really, really well, because you're just going to have a ton of healing. Now, speaking about how you're going to build those characters, Xusheng and Dan Heng, you're going to want to build with as much attack as possible. Try and get somewhere around 1500. I now am level 60, so I'm able to get a higher attack stat now. Use that free light cone that you get from the Herda shop if you did get that. I don't know why whenever I hit X, it brings me out of that. Really aggravating. And then Bronya, you want to bring with attack also as much crit damage. Natasha, you want to make it as beefy as possible. Put as much HP as possible and defense skills on there if you can. Use her 4-set healing bonus. And then for your main MC, I'm actually running 2-piece, but break effect is not needed for your main MC. So I'm only using it because that's where my stats landed. You want to do defense, defense, and then HP. So 3 artifacts with defense and then HP. You want to try and get her defense as much as possible, as close to 2000, with still having a decent amount of HP. And that's going to give you a great synergy for shielding and also for doing some additional damage. Now, I do use 𝙀𝙗𝙗𝙗 as well, so you can use 𝙀𝙗𝙗. March 7th, you just want to build her tanky as well. So go ahead and use, I would use actually 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿's gear and just slap it on there. Or if you're using Asta, take the same gear that I have in 𝙀𝙀𝙗 and just put it on Asta. That's the way I would do it. I would build her super tanky and pretty much fast to make sure that you stay alive and you're not taking additional damage. Now, you could put break effect on her, but really not needed. Okay, let's talk about the CURIOS you need. Now, there's 2 CURIOS that you're essentially fishing for when you're going through this because you need as many buffs as possible. One, you need the Doctor's Robe. You don't need this for abundance, but you really need this for preservation. This is going to make it so your R hits a lot harder. And then if you can, find dimensional reduction dice because you want to try and pull as many blessings as possible. And this gives you extra blessings, and that's how you're going to get multiple stacks of the 3-star R ability. Now, there's a few others you can use from the elegant code to the normal code. This is all great stuff if you can, but you do take a down tick for 3 turns. So you got to be able to make sure you can handle that. And then if you guys can get space time is amazing, and Shatterstar Belt. But really, it comes down to that Doctor's Robe, Fortune Glue, and Dimensional Dice. Talking about blessings, we're going to talk about preservation first. Get every single buff for preservation you can. I'm not even kidding. Just you see it, you get it. You want to try and get 12 to 13 buffs so you can get as many of the 3-star activatables as you can. So we're really going to be focusing around that 100 energy. You're going to deal physical damage to all enemies based on the total shield between all your allies. And it's very, very critical. Now, one thing I will say is this 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿, whatever this is called. If you're running March 7th, now you're going to get this one no matter what, because this is great for your main MC, Fire MC, and great for 𝙀𝙀𝙗 if you have it. But if you're running March 7th, you absolutely need this buff, because when you provide a shield to another character, it's going to give you a shield, and you need some way that she can make multiple shields as possible. So just realize that if you are running March 7th and you don't get this buff also, it's going to be a lot harder. So now that we have this, there's a few things that we want to do. You want to try and get the 12 to 13 buffs so you can get 2 of these. One of them being, when entering battle, you regenerate 40% of the R ability, and then every single time an ally does a shield, which should be everything, I'm not even joking, whenever you attack, whenever you heal, whenever you anything, if you have all these buffs, you're going to get a shield. It regenerates 3% energy, and it's going to work for AoE shields. So when your main character does a taunt or does a hit or does an ult, it's going to give you a ton of energy. It's going to be absolutely crazy when you guys see the fight. 2, you're going to want to try and grab Path of Resonance on top of that. If you can get both of these, you pretty much won the game. Whenever you use your R ability, it's guaranteed to crit hit, and for every shielded character, which you're always going to be shielded, is going to increase that crit damage. It's going to allow you to hit 20, 30, 40,000 point hits. Absolutely amazing. Now let's talk about abundance. We have the same issue with abundance, where you need to be able to try and get 12 to 13 buffs so you can get as many of that R hit as possible. Now, you can actually run abundance without Natasha, but I still wouldn't do it. So we are really looking at that spend 100 energy, increases max HP, and then increases restores HP. Now, there's 2 buffs specifically that you are looking for. One is that as soon as you cast R for the first time, so once you start the fight, hit R, and then it will, your Path of Resonance abundance will appear in the action order. So essentially that Aeon is going to allow you to heal whenever she takes an action without actually hitting R. So you get 2 heals for the price of 1. Absolutely amazing. Then if you can, try and get this one, removes debuffs by applying 1 stack of Subduing Evils. Now, so whenever you get healed by that Path of Resonance, you get a stack of Subduing Evils, and it stacks up to 5 times, and it increases, and it gives you some more health on top of that. This is absolutely critical, because then you're not going to get frozen at all, and it's just going to be a nuts fight. It's just going to take forever. There's nothing really to write home here about, except you really want to get these 2 buffs in particular. If I can find them. Okay, so one, for a 3-star buff that you're really looking for, is you're looking for this Do Drop buff. It's going to allow it to do damage based on the amount of healing you have, and whenever it bursts, it's going to help you do additional damage. Absolutely amazing. This is a great buff to have. So I know you have to try and fish a lot of these, but if you can get them, you're off to the races. The other thing that you're going to want to do is get this buff right here, Mortals of the Buddha Field. Whenever the character is at HP full, which is going to be pretty much all the time, increases the charging effect of Dewdrop by 120%. This is going to allow you to do more damage. It's going to allow you to be better off. So that's what we have. That was a lot to take in. Just quickly talking about blessings. If you do have Zīla and you are level 60, go ahead and take the hunt. Take all the DPS. You're probably going to burn her down. You're probably off to the races if you've got light cones and stuff like that. This path is really hard if you're level 50, and it's really hard if you don't have the proper DPS gear and stuff like that. I would not go freeze on this occasion. It's not going to work out very well for you. But the other one you can do is Blessing of Destruction. This does work out pretty well, especially if you have Clara to counter all the time and do a lot more damage. But the two I would do if you're having trouble is, once again, Preservation and Abundance. You're almost guaranteed to win that, whether you take either of those. So that's all I've got. That was a very long-winded explanation. I am so sorry. I'm going to show you both the fights, hit the chapters, depending on what fight you want to see. Maybe you want to watch both fights. And I'll see you guys out there in the live streams. If you're having troubles, come stop by our live streams. I will help you out. Make sure you do like and subscribe once again. And I'll see you out there. Fist bump. A quick couple tips. If you guys get the big dude, you know, the big brawler dude who summons a whole bunch of ads, there's a couple of points I want to make here. One, if you're running Abundance, you want to time the heal so that you probably aren't going to be able to take down all the ads, so you're going to take a really big hit. But if you're Preservation, you want to make sure you save the shield hit for when all the ads come out. So make sure that you are timing those abilities. And the same thing with Cocolia, you want to make sure you're timing the shield hits with Preservation, with when there's a ton of ads out. And then honestly, with Abundance, you want to make sure you hit R at the beginning of battle so that all that healing is just rolling naturally.
Make a sneak attack.
I'm with you.
Will of Preservation.
I won't surrender. I won't surrender.
You are doomed to fail.
Naughty child.
Freeze to death. Lance at the ready.
Take this! Rise, Phoenix!
Tremble before my power.
In the name of Lend and will, forged in ice, never falters! Hope you're prepared.
Let me through! Time for a shot. Now time.
A world devoured by ice. I'm on guard. Ha! Lance ablaze. Lance forward! You are doomed to fail.
Is that all?
Now time. Take this! Rise, Phoenix!
Hope you're prepared. land will forged in ice never falters.
You are doomed to fail. Freeze to death.
Now or never.
Feel the freeze. Witness the avalanche.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Give it the best.
Lance at the ready.
Like this! Take this! Rise, Phoenix! You're not going anywhere!
Judgment of eternal winter.
In the name of land will forged in ice never falters.
Stop right there! Like this. Naughty child.
You have my gratitude.
Tremble before my power. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. I'm okay. Nap time.
Will forged in ice never falters.
Witness the avalanche.
Take this! Rise, Phoenix!
Judgment of eternal winter.
Hope you're prepared.
Let me bestow upon you despair.
Is that all?
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
In the name of land will forged in ice never falters.
Freeze to death.
Naughty child. Nap time.
You want to see what I can do?
Stop this!
Feel the freeze. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Take this! Rise, Phoenix! Stop this!
Hands hurt?
Judgment of eternal winter.
Is that all?
I'm okay. That's better. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You have my gratitude.
Let me through! You're not going anywhere!
I'm okay.
You are doomed to fail. A world devoured by ice.
Don't your hands hurt?
Is that all? Will forged in ice never falters.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
No more playing nice!
Take this! Rise, Phoenix! Stop this!
Lance at the ready.
I'm okay. Time for a shot. That's better.
You're the best.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You're the best.
Freeze to death! I know that they promised. Reach the end.
Quick, let's make a sneak attack.
Will of preservation! Will of preservation!
Found your weak.
You are doomed to fail!
I won't surrender. Who invited you?
Time for a shot.
Answer.
Freeze to death!
Want to see what I can do? Stop this! Take this! Rise, Venus! Who will it be?
Nap time.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
No more playing nice. Stop this! Take this! Rise, Venus! Everything is worth. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
You are doomed to fail!
Naughty child.
Lance at the ready.
Want to see what I can do? Stop this! Take this! Rise, Venus! No manners, huh?
A world devoured by ice!
That's better.
Nice teamwork.
They're not going anywhere! Who invited you? Who will it be?
Tremble before my power!
I'm okay. Nap time.
I'm on guard.
Let me through. Dodge this! Take this! Rise, Venus!
Freeze to death.
Everything is worth those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. That'll take more than medicine.
Lance at the ready. You are doomed to fail. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Who will it be?
Let me through. Dodge this! Take this! Rise, Venus!
Nap time.
A world devoured by ice. I'm on guard.
You're not going anywhere!
We're not done yet. Tremble before my power. Freeze to death. Not a scratch.
I'm okay.
Formation!
Witness the avalanche.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You're the best!
No manners, huh? Who will it be? Everything is worth those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward. Lance ablaze. Lance forward. Judgment of eternal winter.
Take this! Shape of tight rise, Venus!
Back off. Now or never.
You are doomed to fail. A world devoured by ice. Not a scratch.
Naughty child. Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You're the best! Dodge this! Take this! Shape rise, Venus!
It's time. Not a scratch. Witness the avalanche.
No manners, huh? Who will it be? Everything is worth those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing. I'm okay.
Formation!
Judgment of eternal winter. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
No more playing nice! Dodge this!
Lance at the ready.
Nap time.
You are doomed to fail. A world devoured by ice. Lance Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Take this! Shape of 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿! Rise, Venus! Got this!
I'm okay.
I'm on guard.
Everything is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Lance at the ready.
Time for a shot.
Witness the avalanche!
Who invited you? Who will it be?
I'm on guard.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Got this!
Judgment of eternal winter!
Don't your hands hurt?
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You're the best.
No manners, huh?
It's time.
Want to see what I can do? Take this! Rise, Venus! Got this!
Power of the preservation.
I'm okay. Everything is ridiculous. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Freeze to death.
Who will it be?
Want to see what I can do? You're not going anywhere!
Not a scrap.
I'm okay.
The eternal freeze will bury you.
Time for a shot. Nap time. Who invited you?
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
I'm okay.
Tremble before my power. Witness the avalanche.
Hands hurt?
Everything is ridiculous. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Who will it be?
Let me through! Got this! Take this! Rise, Venus!
I'm okay.
Take this! Rise, Venus! Got this!
Judgment of eternal winter.
That's better. Naughty child. Nap time.
Don't your hands hurt?
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
You are doomed to fail. A world devoured by ice.
Don't your hands hurt?
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Take this! Shake! Rise, Venus! Got this! Take this! Rise, Venus!
No manners, huh? Who will it be?
No more playing nice.
I'm okay. did you?
Let me through. Stop this! Hold your answer.
Witness the avalanche!
I'm on guard.
Don't you
Everything
answer.
is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Who will it be?
How does it go again? He who strikes first. Ugh, just get on with it.
Judgment of eternal winter!
I'm okay. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.